with Chit Chat Health. Remember, your health is your wealth. Good afternoon, Doc. How are you?
Good evening, Brian. Good evening, everyone. I'm okay.
And welcome to another week.
Thank you
So,
for
Doc,
having me, guys.
all right. So, welcome. It's all about Life Back Wellness Center in Montego Bay in Kingston City. Doc, you have the mic right now. What are we going to be talking about tonight?
All right, Brian. So, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about different medical conditions, but I wanted to switch gears just a little bit this week and talk about one of the services that we offer at Life Back Wellness Center, one of the special services, which is DNA test. So, very, very important in this Jamaican society.
I'm touching one to know that.
Definitely, Brian. Interesting statistics on DNA in Jamaica and on paternity fraud. Jamaica is one of those countries that has one of the highest rates of paternity fraud, meaning that children are given to the wrong father, right? And you'll find that up to 25% of fathers are living with what we call a jacket, meaning 1 in 4 men is living with a child who they think is theirs, but is not theirs.
Yesterday, things that when you taught them, you can't taught them fast.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
people, you have to break them down and people understand. Because I don't joke business.
Right.
25% of man in Jamaica.
Right, living with at least one jacket. So if
this
you
is-
know,
this is-
if
this-
you
this
and
is-
four are your brethren right now, you're supposed to be looking to see which one of us is the first.
No, but right now you make some man get nervous now to that.
Right, so because it is so high, it is something that we need to consider. And Brian, as well, you'll find that paternity fraud is found to be the second leading cause of murder suicide in Jamaica. So it is something that is very, very, very important. So a lot of men, when you find out that you're taking care of this child and you've been doing so for so many years, and then you find out it is not yours, a lot of men take it to heart and they end up harming themselves and their spouse. So before it reaches to that level, here we are at Life Back Wellness Center offering DNA tests so that we can figure it out before it gets to that.
Boy, serious that because trust me, I know this is something that most men are concerned, especially when they take up a lady where why a lady I'm not sure if she's gonna settle down or what.
Yes, yes.
So like you're saying to them, before them think about anything else and do anything, they need to come to
Come and do a DNA test.
do a DNA test.
If there's any doubt in your mind, if there's any doubt at all, just check it. It's something simple, something easy, straightforward. We
Because
can
I was
do
going to
the
ask
test.
if DNA test is complicated.
No, it's not. So to do the DNA, all we need is just a sample from inside your cheek. So we just use a little swab it inside the mouth, and we send it off. So it's not painful, it's not difficult, it's not tedious. So a lot of persons who are worried about blood tests and all of that, we don't need all of that. All we need is just a little swab inside the mouth, and then we can go forward from there.
So Doc, I come in and do my DNA.
Mhm.
How sure am I? How sure am I with the results?
Right, that's a good thing with DNA. Then DNA
No lie?
is every single person has a unique DNA.
Okay.
So because your DNA is unique to you, then there is no mix up with your DNA and anybody else. So whatever the result says, that's what it is.
So if I'm a brother, Doc,
Even if it's your brother, it's gonna show
something
that okay, there is some relationship with you and the person, but it's not that you are the father for the person. So it's gonna show. So DNA, even if it's a twin brother, your DNA still has some things that are unique about it.
watch it on TV, Doc, and well, you say you don't feel pitney, but the DNA says it's
Right.
not yours.
So that is it. So DNA is what we need in cases like those. And yes, we do paternity DNA, which is what we're talking about now, but there are also other types of DNA as well. I have persons who come in and their mothers, they lost their mothers or contact with their mothers when they were young and now they
Ancestry
found
DNA.
back. Right, we do the ancestry as well. So we do maternity DNA. If you have any consideration, this person, you're not sure if it's your mother, we can check that. We can check to see if this person is your sister, brother, grandmother, your aunt. So whatever relationship, we can check that. Doesn't have to be father alone. And then you mentioned ancestry DNA, which is a very special one in terms of persons who just want to know your roots. You want to know
Or
where
maybe
you come
maybe
from.
want to inherit something.
Right, so that's important. So no, you think that might have a little English in you, or you might have a little Polish
And
or
I'm
whatever.
I'm sad I'm some English only.
Right,
So
you want to make sure, say, yeah, you be true. And we can do that. So we can go through with the ancestry DNA and basically break down what percent of each race you are. And sometimes just knowing that, just you have that sense of pride inside you when you know basically where you are coming from.
are that face it now. A man come up, usually a man come to do a DNA. A man come alone, right? You don't come with the woman, right?
Usually they come together.
They come together.
Most times, yes, you do have some men who will come by themselves just to check it out first and basically get an understanding of the
right.
process. But a lot of times the mothers are there. And sometimes too, you will have mothers who they know that it can be different options of men, so they'll come with both men or they'll come with each party.
See
So
that
that
what
we
are
can
there? A woman will come with two men to say.
Definitely. We've had cases of that. Definitely. So we've had cases where a mother knows that okay, it's either A or B, and she comes in with both of them. We know the DNA from both men.
I come like a drama kind of story right now. One woman carried two men to do a DNA.
Definitely.
One man is the father. What do you want to do?
Why? I mean, we normally reach out to them afterwards, but I mean, I think from the moment you come in and you see the other gentleman, you kind of know that, okay, there is a chance that it's not me. And that is something that we'll speak to you about once you are there. And then after the results come in, then we'll talk to you again just to see where your headspace is and just to get you to wrap around the idea. So I think though it's something important for us in Jamaica just to get our DNA test done if there's any doubt. And Brian.
But these are some serious skill of doctors because if you have situations like these, you have to dig deep to deal with these situations, right?
You do, and that is it. So you have to stop and see where somebody is. Does this person need counseling? Does this person need further follow up? It's not just to say, okay, you are not the father, and then you've been invested in this child for so many years, and you've had that bond that just to say that you are not there. I've had some very good men though who've come into the DNA test, so I'll definitely give credit to them. I've had men who come in and the results are not in their favor, right. And they still say, Doc, I'm gonna step up. I have a man with this child. It's not mine, but I'm going to come and take care. And that's very good. That's very, very good. Because sometimes you just want to know, but even though you know it's not yours, you still do what you need to do, but you just want to know.
So men out there, you know, for me, you have a child that will take care for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, and sometimes 15 years, and then all of a sudden something come up and say, I'm gonna make sure say I'm a youth. When I check it out, I know you're youth. Nothing should change in the person's life. Right, I know you're youth, but within your heart you've been loving this person so long. So just keep on loving the person and just keep on being a part of the person's life more than endanger yourself and
right.
Your woman, you know, set up
and then you have all that conflict, that unnecessary conflict. And women, you know as well. So you know if there is any doubt from the beginning. You get pregnant and you're not sure who the father is. Don't string the men along. Don't have two.
This is a reality,
men.
right? No, not sorry to break you, but this is a reality that a woman might not know.
She might not know.
A or B, right? Because she have gone to bed with both.
In the same period of time.
Right. And then so sometimes they're not she not sure. So she makes sure that she come find out who the real father is.
Do that, woman, do that. So avoid that unnecessary conflict years down the line. Sometimes what ends up happening, the man migrates, he's trying to file for the kids, and when he's filing for them, he hear that okay, this child is not his. Yes. And that's so embarrassing for the child. And then this child would have gotten the opportunity to leave. No, they don't have that anymore. So mommies, take off the pressure, take out the problem. If you want to do a DNA test, just do it. If there's a doubt, just fix it from day one. And Brian, I'll mention as well, there's something called a prenatal DNA test. Okay. So prenatal means before birth. So you can't do it before birth. So if from the second you're pregnant, you feel the boy, there's a doubt. Our daddy is saying that, look here, I am not confident that this is mine. I am not going to step up until you prove that it's me. The test can be done while the baby is in there. It's just that it's done a different way. So now you're pregnant, we won't be able to do a swab of that baby any at all. Okay. So what we do is one of two things. So it's either we are going to take a blood test from mommy, and what they do at the lab is they'll be able to separate mommy's blood cells from the baby's blood cells, and then they're able to use the baby's blood cells to match with the daddy. So you can see that's some high tech technology, right? Or what they can do is you can get the fluid from around the baby, so we can get your gynecologist to do that, and we send the fluid from around the baby to the lab, and they'll be able to test it from there. So it's definitely a possibility to do from the time you're pregnant, so we can just eliminate all problems from early, call it at
I'll
age.
make sure what all right. So that is very important. The DNA that so Life Pack Wellness Center, this is one of the things that they deal with. They
Definitely.
specialize in it. And of course, where can we find Life Pack again?
All right, so we are at 18 Mullines Road. That's in Kingston. That's Kingston 10. And on Belrose Plaza, that's shop number 6.
Do you have a number there? Is it one general number?
Well, we have a general number, so it's easier to just have one person who just manages the calls wherever you're going. Right, and then we have a location in Montego Bay. That's 92 Barnett Street. We're upstairs J&J Pharmacy. That's Montego Bay. So contact information, you can reach us at 876-326-8071 or 876-582-2829. Feel free to call us, feel free to WhatsApp us, and you can tell us any concern you have, and we can try and work out the DNA test for you. It's easier to just get it done and sort it out. As I said, we do paternity, we do whatever relationship, whether it's grandmother, aunt, whether it's a mother, whoever it is that you're related to, or if it's just ancestry, you want to find out your roots, we do that as well.
And before you go astray, before you do something that you're gonna regret, do a DNA.
Do a DNA.
And again, Doc, as we wrapped up right now, what are the procedures again? Just for those who are just joining us, we're talking about DNA. We're talking with Life Pack Wellness Center. Tell us what are the procedures again, just to
All right, so
us.
for DNA test, a DNA is unique to each person, and so because of that, we're able to use DNA to determine relationships between persons and also to determine your roots. So for a DNA test, simple, we'll just do a swab inside the cheeks and we'll send that off to the lab. So we'll swab each person that is being tested, send it off.
I need to emphasize on that it is
painless,
very simple,
easy. Right. So I know a lot of persons will be worried about pain and needle. Is nothing like that. We definitely just do a swab inside the mouth and that is it. And we send it off.
And we need to also ensure that people are hearing this stuff and people might be seeing it on Facebook later on and they must say, they get bored now and say, well, I'm not going to do DNA now, come on, make sure no rushing. If you have doubt, come up and do it, but if not, just go on with your life like that. And again, even if the child is not yours,
stay there. You
be calm about it.
Right?
You have been doing it for so long. It's not gonna hurt you. You're gonna get your blessings. And for me, if I'm taking care of a child for 10, 15 years, and after that, you say, "I know my child," you're not gonna stop. Because if I love that child before, let's continue to love that child.
Definitely.
DNA is important. If you are worried, if you have doubt, and it's not just for the fathers, but also for the mothers who have gone through that situation where they're not sure
what happened. Separated from your child and you're not sure if this child is yours, feel free. We do maternity tests. And we've had mothers come in just to check and make sure that the child is really and truly theirs.
Because in most cases, that when people talk about DNA, if they pick enough favor them, they're ready to come to the DNA.
But that's the funny thing, Brianna. You can't use looks. I've had persons come in and these kids, they look what would call dead stamp of the father. And when it come back, 0% paternity. So you cannot use looks. You cannot. People
fear for people. I saw it in Jamaica. If you fear my father, if you don't fear me, and if I'm little finger, you have little finger.
And the worst part about it, Brian, sometimes you have some kids who look nothing like the man. Nothing, that they have nothing, so you cannot use that. And some people will say, "Boy, I don't feel because look like him." That is the thing
and
with genes. Right, and you're not taking care of the child.
Because
look like me.
If it don't have nothing for you, and then I don't feel.
You cannot use looks. It's easier. Before you neglect your child, get a DNA test done. It might just be yours. And I've had quite a few cases of that. You have some children where the children come out a little bit more light skin, and the man is a boy in black, so it's not him. And when he finish, it's his child, and you wasted so many years.
Oh, boy. Doc, reality of life. So if you have doubts, come on up at Life at Wellness Center here in Montego Bay and on Malines Road.
Yes, Mullins Road.
Right, and your numbers again?
So it's 876-582-2829 or 876-326-8071.
Okay, all right, Doc. Thank you so much. I know somebody may think different now, and they can check you at 92 Marlin Street, or if you're in Kingston, check them at
18
Malines Road.
Mullins Road,
It's all
right?
about Life at Wellness Center. Go on Facebook, go on your outlets, and you of course will find them. This Life at Wellness Center. Give me that address again.
So 18 Mullins Road, Kingston 10 on
Right.
Belrose Plaza, and we're at 92 Barnett Street in Montego Bay.
And it's Life at Wellness Center. What's the full address for your for those who are going on Facebook and
So if you go on Facebook, just put
Instagram?
Life Path Wellness Center, same on Instagram, and it's LIFE one word, PAK second word, Wellness Center.
Doc, have yourself a great evening. And thanks again
Good
for
evening,
passing through.
everyone.